welcome to this week's Stampin' Gals Gone Wild video. This is Jose from stampingjo.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little gift holders. They can be used as a gift card holder, or you can put little tea bags in it, or I'm going to show it to you with some chocolate. So originally I had made this one, and this was to showcase some of our Christmas products out of the new holiday catalog, but I thought, you know what, some of you may think it's a little early for Christmas. So of course we made a second version, and this one is kind of a birthday one. So I'm going to show you how to make this one. The first thing you're going to do is start out with one of our Whisper White envelopes. This is just one of our medium envelopes. If you've never used our envelopes or you're using somebody else's envelopes, I am here to tell you, these ones are just really nice and smooth. And the reason why Stampin' Up! Makes them that way is so that they're nice to stamp on, and you will see a big difference. I like to decorate all my envelopes before I mail them out. So you're going to see a big difference stamping on these versus stamping on the regular envelopes from other stores. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. So just match up your corners, and then you can use your bone folder. I just like to have a nice crisp fold. And then open it up, and you're going to see your flap is on this side. So we're going to take our scissors right on that seam, and you're just going to cut right down to here. So now on this side here, we want to seal that. So, all right, there you go. I licked it. You didn't get to see that, but I did. Okay, now we're left with this flap. And what I like to do is just do that one on an angle. So like that. And now we're going to start decorating it. So what I did is I started out with one of our new designer series papers in the holiday catalog. And of course this was made to go with Christmas, but it looks beautiful for birthday as well. So this is called the Season of Style paper stack, and it comes with 48 sheets that are 4.5 by 6.5 in this cute little stack of paper. There is 4 different designs. Because they're double-sided, you're going to see there's one side and this is the other side, and you get 24 sheets of that one, and then you have the chevron one, and on the other side is these polka dots. So that goes a long way to making some cards. If you cut them in half, you can make 96 different cards using these patterns. Really goes a long way and very inexpensive. So what I did is I cut a piece to 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to take my baked brown sugar with a dauber and just add a little bit of color just around all the edges. And I want to do that for both. So I'm going to do that on my cherry cobbler cardstock, which is the color that was made in these polka dots. And that one was cut to 2.5 by 4 inches. We're just going to go all the way around again. And then we're going to adhere these together. Next, I took another piece of cherry cobbler and I cut this one to 1 inch by 3 1/4. And I'm going to bring in my hexagon punch because this is the perfect way to add those little flag edges to it. So you want to line it up between the top and the bottom, and then just punch. We're going to do both sides. Next, I'm going to take my bone folder, and I want to make this kind of aged and textured. So I'm going to go on both sides and just keep rubbing it back and forth until those layers come apart. And it's kind of fun to do this technique because you're going to see it really looks kind of a little bit of texture to it, and you will start to see these corners pull apart. Okay, so once you have it kind of like this, you're going to see that they start to pull apart, and this is the look that I am going for on this one. I don't want it to be too perfect. I just kind of want to have those pretty little splits at the end. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in a scrap piece of Whisper White. Now the stamps that I chose to use on this one is called Cycle Celebration, and I'm going to use this one here, which coordinates with one of our punches. So I'm going to take cherry cobbler and old olive markers, and I'm just going to color the 2 colors all over. So you want to use your brush tip for that, and that allows you to have 2 different colors on a stamp. Now if you want to go really crazy, you can do lots and lots of different colors, but for this one I decided to pick the 2 colors that I liked out of the designer paper. So I'm going to go back now with my cherry cobbler, and I want to do the word sweet and my 2 hearts in that color. Once I have that done, I want to huff on it just to re-moisten it. And then stamp that on my cardstock, and I'm going to take its coordinating punch to punch that out. I'm going to bring back in that envelope that I've already folded, and the side that's sealed, when you close it, that's going to be your front. And I want to take just a little bit more ink and add it to the edges of that white envelope. The next thing I did is I cut a piece of our cherry cobbler baker's twine, and I did about 19 inches. Now this is a little bit long, but I like to work with too much ribbon versus not enough. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive there at the front. You're going to half it, so this is kind of the loop here, and press it into your adhesive, and then it's going to go behind. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take that layer that we already adhered together and put that directly on top of our ribbon and on top of the front. I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals and put our banner on next. So I'm just going to do a couple of them on each side. Like that. And then put my tag. So I always seem to forget something when I'm doing a video. So this one here, thank goodness it's a little bit forgiving. I'm going to pull that back up. And what I want to do is I want to add a hole about the center so that I can add my brad. This one has kind of big feet to it, so I want to add the hole a little bit bigger. And I'm going to bring in my antique brads. These ones are really pretty, and they have 20 of them in a pack. So I'm going to use one of the smaller ones on this one and just poke it through those 2 layers, close it up, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more glue where I pulled it off and press it back down. So now that my brad is there, you're going to see that you can actually loop it around, and that's your closure. Now, we also want to decorate the inside, so for that, what I did is I actually cut 2 layers exactly the same as my outside, and I'm just going to adhere those right on the inside. Now this is perfect size for a gift card, so you could do a gift card to your favorite store and put it right in here. But you can also take some little mini chocolate bars and tuck it right in there and put your little note here or here, close that up, and you've got the cutest little gift for somebody's birthday. So I'm going to pull back in my Christmas one that I made as well. And this one here, instead of the cherry cobbler, I used baked brown sugar. And the stamp set that I used for that is called Wishing You. And this is one of the new ones out of the holiday catalog on page 23. And it's super cute with a gift. You could also make that a birthday gift. But we used this little one here and then this greeting here. So on there, I used one of the bigger brads. And you can see the inside again was decorated with the coordinating colors. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this cute little gift. And if you have not checked out the club that Connie and I have, you should check it out. It's the Stampin' Gals Gone Wild Club, and you will find that linked on both of our blogs. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.